ଟିକେ verify ଟିକେ ये करथा मैं कत लगा मिस्टेक हे जो है सुना मार्क कर टाइम मतलब Good afternoon, welcome to Manik Ias. Today we'll discuss current affairs from 22nd February. First, we'll discuss reserve forest. Right. So what happened? Delhi government has declared certain areas as reserve forest. So what are the reserve forests? They are the most restricted forest. Reserve forest are the most restricted forest, and their government can declare them. It is, and local people are prohibited completely so far as reserve forest is concerned. Remember, local people are completely restricted to enter into reserve forest. Only few people can go, that too in extremely certain cases, like research by the permission of the forest officer. Then protected forest. Protected forest, these are the areas where local people can enter, but they are also for certain purposes, like the tribal population, the tribal people or local people, they can collect the forest produce, the non-timber forest produce. That is for day-to-day livelihood, not for the commercial purposes. Then village forest. What is the village forest? It is the state government that may assign any village to a particular community. Right. The right of government and to the right of government or over any land which has been constituted as reserve forest, or state government may give permission to a particular village to use those to use a particular village as reserve forest. How to forest categorize based on rainfall in India? There are various types of forest. For example, tropical evergreen forest. These are especially seen in the northeastern area, the southern area, especially the west side of Western Ghat. The west side of Western Ghat areas where we see heavy rainfall. In the east side, we see we see rain shadow areas. So we see the tropical evergreen forest in the northeastern states and also in west side of Western Ghat and also in Andaman Nicobar. These are very dense forest, and temperature must be more than 200 degree, 200 centimeter, and also so rainfall must be more than 200 centimeter, and and temperature must be more than 22 degrees Celsius. There we see this tropical evergreen forest, and we see that height of trees is above more than 60 meter in most of the parts. And here there is also we found semi-evergreen forest and deciduous forest as well. Semi-evergreen forest are those forests which receives less rainfall than tropical evergreen forest. Not a tropical deciduous forest. They are the most widespread forest in India. Their rainfall is 70 to 200 centimeter. Right. There are two types. For example, there are moist deciduous and dry deciduous. Moist deciduous means where rainfall is high, comparatively high as compared to the dry deciduous. Deciduous means they undergoes fall of leaves during the winter season. Then mountain forest, we have two types of mountain forest. One is Himalayan mountain forest and second is southern mountain forests. They are especially seen in the mountains. If you consider the Himalaya, then we see there is ice, and there are some forests where temperature is less than 1 degree Celsius. But in southern areas, temperature is low. It is similar to 5 degrees Celsius or 3 degrees Celsius, but it's not less than 1 degree Celsius, or we do not see icy areas where ice is full of land. In tropical thorn forest, these are those areas where we see less than 50 degrees Celsius, 50 centimeter of rainfall. Then they are basically Punjab, Haryana, Rajasthan, Gujarat, Madhya Pradesh, and Uttar Pradesh. In these plants remain leafless, right? Because of lack of water, and their thorn basically develop in their body parts. Then swamp forests are seen in the Krishna Godavari Delta, Mahanadi Delta, and the region of Andaman Nicobar Islands and Ganga Brahmaputra Delta. These are very dense forest, and example is your mangrove. right? Sundarban Delta, Sundarban Delta is the biggest example where we see Royal Bengal, right? Sundarban Delta. These are swamp forest. Swamp means Bhitarkanika, for example, it's also Bhitarkanika. These are swamp forest where the depth of water is not so high; it is less, but there are swamp mangroves nearby it, and it's full of rich in biodiversity. Then forest cover report, Madhya Pradesh is the forest having largest forest area. It was also in previous years. And so far as percentage of area is concerned, geographical area is concerned, it is Arunachal Pradesh, it is the Meghalaya, Manipur, Nagaland, Mizoram. They have they have higher percent area forest cover so far as percentage is concerned. Right. Five states in northeast, Arunachal Pradesh, Manipur, Meghalaya, Mizoram, Nagaland have on some loss in forest cover. Why they have seen loss in forest cover? Because government is developing various type of infrastructure projects in northeastern states. Right, aggressively it is developing the northeastern states developing infrastructure lead to need to loss of forests. Then India bans import of foreign drones. Why India ban import of foreign drones? Because India want to promote the domestic drone industries. India want to promote Make in India. That's why India has banned the foreign drones. Government has liberalized various types of the drone rules. There is no license is required if the drone is less than 500 kg or micro or nano drone, and it is if it is unmanned. There is various the applications for permissions has been become user friendly. It has the number of forms that need to fill has reduced from 25 to to 25 to 5 types of form. So we see that the databasim has reduced, and type of fee has brought down from 72 to 4. Foreign ownership of the companies operating drones have also been permitted. So foreign investments are encouraged, foreign but not foreign drones. Right? Government is government is also government is also government is also paying production linked incentive, right, to encourage the producers to produce drones, right, and also that will reduce the price of the drones, and that will compete in the market, and people will buy, so will increase demand of drone will increase. So government is promoting the drones aggressively. In September 2021, DGCA has launched interactive airspace maps to help drone operators to check and for no-fly zones where they need to undergo certain formalities before flying a drone. For example, some strategical areas like army base. For example, some strategical area even aerodrome field. All these things. Within two, these are red zones, and the drones are not allowed to fly there. So government has to identify all other green zones. And another thing is that why it is essential, it will help in Swamitwa scheme. Swamitwa scheme will help in digitizing the land records of government of India. All the land should be digitized under Swamitwa scheme, and drone will help a lot in identify in implementing the Swamitwa scheme. Then what is the drone Shakti scheme? What is the drone Shakti scheme? Union budget push the promotion of drones through startups and skilling at push the promotion of drones through startup and scaling at ITIs, and it will provide drone as a service, right? Drones of the scheme, and there will be various applications. The courses of schooling will be started in selected ITIs. Right? This will ensure for repairing of various drones and scaling them in for development of infrastructure for the drones. Sectors where drones can be employed are endless. These include photography, agriculture, mining, telecom, insurance, oil, gas, construction, transport, disaster management, geospatial mapping, forest, wildlife, defense, law enforcement. So everywhere drones can be implemented. One more thing is that Drones will reduce the last mile connectivity, and it will link to the regional areas for commercial purposes. Drones will be also promoted for crop management, digitization of land records, spraying insecticides, nutrients, kisan drones. There will be also kisan drones. Drone services industry is expected to grow over 30,000 crore in next 3 years and generate over 5 lakh jobs. It is expected drone services is expected to create 5 lakh jobs, and the investment will be 30 more than 30,000 crore. So drone is especially unmanned aircraft. Right. Originally developed for the military and airspace industries, drones have found their way to mainstream because of the enhanced level of safety and efficiency they bring. Drones' autonomy level can range from remotely plotted human controls its movements to advanced autonomy, which means that it relies on a system of sensors or lidar, light detection ranging detectors to calculate its movement. So there is high efficiency. It is high efficiency. It is controlled by human being, and it is very efficient. It has and drone means unmanned aircraft. Right? Aircraft. Next, what are the various application of drones? Where we can apply drones? We can apply drones in agriculture. That is like the task of fertilizing the crop fields and on an automated basis, monitoring traffic incidents are being hard to reach places among the others, so it can uniformly distribute fertilizers throughout the on land, right? Agriculture. Then healthcare. Drone can make medicine delivery more accessible than faster, especially in distance locations. Drone delivery of medical goods and timely selective transport organs will also aid and improve resource management of limited supplies. Example, Telangana government medicine from the sky program. Telangana government has launched medicines from the sky to promote healthcare, and drone services will make the people reach to the medicine in urgent conditions. Then inventory management. Drones are being used to scan inventory such as at warehouses. These machines, which are coupled with sensors, can quickly monitor and transmit data in real time to enterprises. So drones can manage the warehouses efficiently. They can also help in security and surveillance. Drone can be used security and critical surveillance and intelligence and gathering as well. Thanks to the remote monitoring capabilities, they can use the interstate all time footages at construction sites. Also in border areas, also they can be applied. Then disaster management. In the event of natural disasters such as earthquake or flood, authorities can dispatch drones to monitor the affected areas. Right? So, monitoring the affected areas and calculating compensation, all these things need the access by disaster management. Human immunodeficiency virus, HIV virus. Recently, US patient with leukemia has become the first human and the third person to date to be cured of HIV after receiving stem cell transplantation from a donor who was naturally resistant to virus that caused acquired immunodeficiency syndrome. Leukemia is a blood cancer caused by rise of number of white blood cells in the body. AIDS is a set of symptoms or syndrome caused by HIV, but it's not as a person with HIV will develop AIDS. Especially AIDS is the last stage of HIV or the third stage of HIV when a person is becomes too severe, right? In case of AIDS, a person may die, but in case of HIV, a person may stand long, may survive if it is getting treated at initial level. HIV attacks CD4, a type of white blood cell T cells in the body of immune system. T cells are those cells that move around the body detecting the anomaly and infection in the cell. After entering the body, HIV multiplies itself and destroys CD4 cells, thus severely damaging the human immune system. Once this virus enters the body, it can never be removed. And these are the natures of HIV. Once they enter the body, it will never remove, and, and that will destroy the white WBC, that is the T cells. That means that will destroy the immune system of the body. CD4 count of person infected with HIV reduces significantly. In a healthy body, CD4 is count between 500 to 1600. But in an infected body, it can go low as 200. So this will reduce the WBC count. What is the prevalence of HIV/AIDS in India? As per the India HIV estimation 2019 report, estimated adult 15 to 49 years. HIV prevalence has been declining in India since the epidemic peak in the year 2000 and has been stabilizing in recent years. In 2019, the prevalence among adult males was estimated at 0.24%, and among the adult females, it is 0.20 of the population. So it is more in case of adult males. 3 were to 23.4 lakh Indians living with HIV in 2019. Maharashtra, the maximum number, followed by Andhra Pradesh and Karnataka. Around 20 lakh people in India are living with HIV in 2019, and Maharashtra has the maximum number of HIV patients. What are the stem cells? Stem cells are special cells that can make copies from themselves and change into many different kinds of cells. For example, they can create them. For example, we have stem cells. It can build a hand. The stem cell. If they go to the brain, they can create new brain cells. If the stem cells go to heart, they will create new heart cells. So stem cell can be converted into any type of cell. They can divide over and again to produce new cells. So wherever stem cell go, they will produce new cells of similar type. So in case of any organ damage, the stem cell helps a lot. There are types of stem cells that are found in different parts of the body at different times. Cancer and plasma treatment can damage the hematopoietic stem cells. Hematopoietic stem cells are stem cells that turn into blood cells. Why stem cells are useful? It helps in understanding the basic biology and how living work and what happens to different type of cell during a disease. Therapy, it is replacing a lost damaged cell the bodies cannot replace naturally. Right. So those which are already damaged, then stem cell their work, right? Stem cells are put in those areas and it get diffused and get automatically get converted into the healthy cells. What are the three main types of stem cells? One is embryonic stem cell. They supply new cells for an embryo as it grows and develops into a baby. The stem cells are said to be pluripotent. Pluripotent means they can change into any type of cell in the body. Right? The same stem cell can create a leg, can create a hand, that can create any different parts of the body. That's why it's a significant development in the modern times. But the adult type stem cells, they supply new cells to other organism, goes and replace the cells that are get damaged. Adult stem cell. The adult stem cells are said to be multipotent. By that means they can only change into some cells in the body, not all. For example, blood cell stem cells can only replace the various types of cells in the body. So there are different type of stem cells which can generate to different type of cells in the body. They cannot create all the cells in the body. Induced pluripotent cells. Induced means they are made in the lab by taking adult stem cells like skin or blood cells by reprogramming them to become stem cells. And induced pluripotent stem cells, just like embryonic stem cells, they are pluripotent and they can develop into any cell type. So induced pluripotent cells can become any in any cell type. However, there is another thing. So, what is the stem cell transplant? A bone marrow transplant is a medical treatment that replaces one's bone marrow to the healthy cells. The replacement of cells can either come from the person's body or from the donor. A bone marrow transplant is also called a stem cell transplant, or more specifically, hematopoietic stem cell transplantation. Transplantation can be used to treat certain types of cancer, such as leukemia, myeloma, lymphoma, and other blood and immune system diseases that affect the bone marrow. So various problems like leukemia and other types of cancer can be addressed by because of the stem cell therapy. But the issue to stem cell therapy is that it has not accepted by medical science, expecting the long term effects on the body. That's why it has not accepted. So here the lectures end. Like this video, share this video, and subscribe to Ias. Thank you.